good, y'all? Welcome to my review for Avatar: Aang, the Last Airbender. Finally watched the movie.
Hi.
And now you guys already know the story. Was supposed to get a theatrical release, then it got leaked, or like rather than it was just decided to drop a theatrical release and just get dumped on Paramount Plus. It leaked somehow. You know, I avoided the leaks like the plague, and so I didn't look at them. And it looks like no one did because I'm looking at I have the Sakura page right here. They just started up with this, so it looks like I don't even know if they would have even taken them if anyone tried to upload the post before the movie with the leak footage before it actually got released. But whatever the case may be. Also, thankfully, I have the Sakura page pulled up on my computer right now as I'm recording this. Thankfully, some of these actually do have animators attached to them. I'm not gonna go through them because it's already pretty late. I gotta go and get started and watch Black Torch today. So later today, probably while Raw is there, I'll comb through the Sakura, look which animators did what, see if there's any other Gengas that have yet been posted. I'll, contact the animators. That's hey, can I post a Gengas to Sakura? But good to know that we actually have a good number of cuts that actually have animators credited to them. And by God, the animation of this film, like, when you watch this film, it is very apparent this was supposed to get released in theaters. Now, as you guys know, it did get a super limited theatrical run in LA and New York, just so the film could qualify for awards. They did give it a small theatricals in those two cities, and they even seemingly expanded it a little bit because they had like all immediately sold it, which is good. At the very least, I hope this gets like a Blu-ray release. Though from what I've seen, Paramount Plus is actually pretty good releasing their streaming shows on Blu-ray. At least I know that have been released all the Star Trek Paramount Plus shows on Blu-ray. So hopefully this will eventually get a Blu-ray release at the very least. But I'm hopeful for the very least we get that. But yeah, now as you guys know, one of the other main controversies of this film is that it has a completely different voice cast from the show. I don't know what possessed the team to do that, man. Obviously the characters are much older now, so there's that. But at the same time, you could have just had the old cast just sound older. Like, it's not out of the question, man. But to be fair, the new cast is pretty good. I would say the highlight is probably Sokka, who's played by Roman Gaza, if I pronounced his name right. This dude actually only has like surprisingly 2 voiceover credits. This one and some other role from something called Spirit Rangers. That's a TV show. Don't know what this looks like. Some Disney Junior bullshit, if I had to guess. But yeah, so shout out to him. He easily sounds the closest to how Sokka sounded in the original show, and I would probably say he might be the highlight, honestly, because he sounds the closest to Sokka did in the original show. The worst, or the one that sounds the most miscast, is unfortunately Zuko, played by Steven Yeun. Now, you guys know me. I love Steven Yeun. You know, if you guys have been watching me when I watch Invincible, I love Steven. He's awesome. I love him. You know, he's a great actor in his own right, and a superb voice actor. But I don't know if anyone else like this. For me, every time he spoke, all I hear is Mark. And it's weird because Zuko, if you guys remember, the show had a much deeper voice, so it's kind of weird. Now, sure, obviously he was in his emo, edgy, I must defeat the Avatar, phase going on at the time, and so that also can play a factor how he sounds. But like, it is kind of weird. His voice sounds a lot higher pitched now compared to how he sounded in the original show. I don't think he's terrible for Zuko, but I don't know. Every time he spoke, all I hear is Mark. I'm sorry, I don't see Zuko, I hear Mark. But besides that, man, the rest of the cast did a bang-up job, though. Hopefully it'll be due to the backlash they got for this, because I think they did say, I saw a tweet, someone said they do want to make more Avatar movies with Aang and his crew in the future, wherever the time, whether it's like take place during this time period or like maybe like right after the show had wrapped up or something, or somewhere in between. They'll like bring back the original cast and just use them, because people were fucking pissed when the cast had got announced and they had like completely recast the cast, man. The people were not happy. They were not happy, Bob. Not happy. But yeah, man, the cast was great, man. Anyway, but yeah, art animation is incredible, man. Like, this had like a handful of studios, including Studio Mir, which you guys know is the DMC studio, had worked on this, man. And Jesus Christ, man, when I said, well, like, you could tell this was meant to be in theaters, you can really tell with the art animation. The backgrounds are incredible, man. I saw a tweet saying they do like oil paste brought to life. They really do, man. Though I will say, someone in that team really likes smears. There's so much smears used in this movie. I question if it's actually sickly someone's fetish. Like, I'd be like, there is a lot of use of smears. I'm like, why are there so much use of smears? I mean, smears are cool, but like, damn, bro, chill on the smears. Literally, damn near every other second, like a character moves slightly faster, there's smears. It's a bit bizarre, not gonna lie. Also, one other thing I thought was interesting about this movie is that actually Alex Lee tweeted out, I think it was like right after the film had released a couple days ago, that he actually got to work on this film early on, but I guess probably during the pre-production. He doesn't say what exactly he did, and he's not listing the credits at all, as far as I could tell from IMDb. My only guess is he did like some temp audio or some placeholder audio for the animators to do mouth flaps for the later the voice cast would later, you know, I guess dub to or record to. Early on the film's production. He's like I say, he's not credited, he doesn't even say why, what he even did. I'm assuming he's under an NDA, but it's kind of cool that Alex got to work on this film in some capacity, whatever that capacity was. I thought that was a pretty cool when Alex tweeted that. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right. So the movie is directed by Lauren Montgomery, if I pronounce that right, and of course stars Eric Nam, Jessica Manta, Stephen Yeun, the Animal, Batista, Doneen, I don't know if I pronounced her name, Kwan, I don't know how you pronounce it, what was his name, Taika Waititi's actually in here as well. I knew it, Ke Huy Quan's in here, man. I remember there was like one avatar that had like a super thick Chinese accent. I was like, is that Ke? Is that my boy Ke? And it is Ke Huy Quan. Good to see he was in there, man. He was great in the movie as well. And many more. In the plot of Avatar and the Last Airbender, Avatar Aang, the world's last airbender, embarks on an epic quest to find the ancient powers that could save his culture from extinction. Now, the cast, like I mentioned before, is solid. Like, obviously buried the whole recast thing, which I do think is a bit bizarre, just given, you know, the cast is still very active, and I'm sure they can manipulate their voices to make their characters sound older. They recast them. The new cast does sound pretty good. Like I mentioned before, I think Zaka was probably the highlight of this the team, man. Though Eric Nam and Jessica were both fantastic, all right. Donnie, I don't know how you pronounce her name, who plays Toph, man, she's on. I honestly love Toph's redesign, her like adult design, whatever you want to call it, for the movie, man. She looked great, man. Toph was was funny in this one, man. Though, obviously, probably the overall highlight of the voice cast for me is Batista as Tang Ha, who I'm not gonna get too deep into because I'm pretty sure he wasn't in that much in the trailers, but basically he's an ancient airbender. He is phenomenal. Like, now, as far as I know, like, let me look at this. How many voiceover roles has Batista done? Okay, yeah, he was the boy in Hair. I remember that one. Oh, yeah, he was in Gears 5. I forgot about that. He also voiced Drax in Marvel Strike Force. Obviously voiced himself in a bunch of the WWE games, but he hasn't really done many voiceover roles. And he's one of those Hollywood, and I'm sure this comes from pro wrestling with how important promos. I mean, Batista was never the greatest promo, but he was a solid promo in his own right. So I'm sure that probably helped him make the transition to voiceover very seamlessly, because he is fucking brilliant in this movie, man. He is incredible, man. I thought Tang Ha, if I'm pronouncing his name right, was a really cool character. I thought he was interesting, and yeah, Batista plays him brilliantly. He is easily the MVP of the voice cast, man. I fucking love Batista. He's awesome. The rest of the characters I think is pretty cool. So like we see these other characters that get just called the Denied, who was like this faction group that was like, I think their story was like they got like their tribes or their family or their clan or whatever got destroyed by Benders, probably the Fire Nation if I assume, because I don't know if they ever specifically said how exactly they were destroying what I said. I'm kind of like rushing through this review a little bit because I gotta go record my react to Black Torch, and I'm doing this a little bit later than I want to. I wanted to record this last night, but I didn't end up getting the chance to. So I'm doing it now. Anyway, but I thought they were pretty interesting, man. Though, to jump ahead a little bit, I will say probably my main problem with the film is I wish we learned more about them. The movie really doesn't really tell you anything other than the Denied. They are out for revenge against Benders. Like, that's it. We don't get to see any flashbacks to what happened to their homes, what led them down this path of revenge, just a few cliff notes, and that's it. And I really wish they expanded. Like, this movie is barely over 90 minutes. They easily could have added an extra, like, maybe 10, 20 minutes just expanding on the Denied and giving us more of a backstory towards them to make them more interesting and be more invested, because they really don't do much in the movie. They're just kind of there as fodder. So I will say, I wish they did get a bit more showcase in the film, and they spend more time fleshing them out as characters, because there's really nothing to these guys. Their designs are pretty cool, and they do some interesting stuff near the end of the movie. I won't get into spoilers, but I do wish they gave them a lot more to do. As I mentioned before, the art and animation crowd, man, like, this rivals Your Name in terms of backgrounds, I'd be honest. Like, the backgrounds in this movie are truly jaw-dropping. Man, I wish I got to see this in a theater, man. Bro, I don't know if this movie was ever planned to have an IMAX release when it was announced when it was going to be coming to theaters, but if it did, bro, seeing this movie on a blown up on IMAX screen, Jesus Christ, man, that would have been something, man. The backgrounds are incredible, man. The art and animation in general is phenomenal, man. Like, easily some of the best art animation I've seen from like a Western animated movie, like, ever. At least in recent memory, man. Like this has a scene that actually rivals, you know, Moses parting the Red Sea from Prince of Egypt, man, with Katara using her water bending, man. It was pretty sick, man. There's some really amazing animation with impact frames as well, but the backgrounds, I would probably say, is like the main highlight of the film, are the backgrounds in terms of animation. Like I said, I would go more in depth about the animation, like who did what cuts or whatever, at least some of them, man, but I ain't got the time to do that. Plus, there's 3 pages of cuts on Sakuboro, so this is good. It would take me a while to go through all these and, you know, kind of pinpoint the ones I wanted to pinpoint. But anyway, man, the film looks fucking brilliant, man. This is a gorgeous film, and like watching this on my small SU, it really sucks that this was robbed of a theatrical, because man, this would have looked amazing on the big screen, man. Though to be fair, with the timing and everything right now, I probably either A, would have had to wait till August these movies if it did come on theaters, or have to wait for Paramount Plus anyway. If I'm being honest, man, just from the timing of everything, man. But still, you will never see me not advocate this movie get theatricals. At the very least, I hope we get like a Blu-ray release, like a behind the scenes of it with some like animate with like some behind the scenes documentary on it or something, and just give us something about the animators working on this, man, seeing some of the production, you know, materials from the film, man. That would have been insane. But yeah, in terms of names, like I said, I wish the Denied got more screen time because they really don't do much. The other one is that this movie really only focuses on the main cast, you know, the main crew, Aang, Katara, Zuko, you know, Sokka, Toph, you know, the squad. Like, we hardly ever see any of the other side characters from Avatar. We do get the cabbages guy. He gets it a can, which was good to see him. And that one character that was frothing at the mouth. That was pretty fun, too. It looks like he has, like, a kid now or something. But, like, where the fuck is Sokka's girl? Like, we literally do not see her the entire movie. She's not mentioned once. I think we only get to see her in a blink and you're missing cameo at the end of the movie and during the credits. She's, like, not mentioned at all. Where is she? Like, did her and Sokka not actually get together at the end of the series? Man, I literally can't remember because it's been so long. I'm like, bro, where is your girl? Where is she? I loved her. Where is she? I understand if you don't want to be a main character, but like, damn, bro, you could have like thrown her in there somewhere, man. Like, where is she? She was cool. Where is she? But yeah, I also would have liked, and I do love how they actually did the whole like water, earth, you know, the intro that the show always did with Avatar, man. They kind of do like an updated version of it, man, getting a little bit more with like way higher production rather than just like the silhouettes in the show, man. It looks incredible, man. I do wish they did also like did a bit more of a recap just for people like me that hasn't seen the show since it aired, you know, back in like 07. Just, they do kind of look, but it's like very clip notes, as in Aang ran away, he is the last airbender, he learned waterbending from Katara, earth from Toph, and fire from Zuko. Like, they don't go into like Zuko and Aang teaming up when he had the mask on, Katara and Aang being stuck in a cave and having to kiss to get their way out, anything from season 3, man, bro, season 3, oh my god, bro, they like reanimate any bits from season 3 in this movie style, man, holy Jesus. That would have been something. That's like kind of the main reason which they did a little bit more of a thorough recap of the show, man, just to see like a highlights reel of the show with this team. Because Jesus Christ, like I said, the film is fucking beautiful, man. Seriously. Anyway, guys, but yeah. That's all I got for you today, man. It's a fantastic movie. If you guys love Avatar, whether or not you enjoy Korra or not, I still have yet to watch Korra. Hell, I haven't even still seen season 2 of the live action yet. I'm probably gonna start it soon, man. So, like, follow me on Twitter if you want to know my thoughts on season 2, man. Whenever I finally get around to watching it, man. Probably start sometime soon. But anyway, man, if you love Avatar, man, you love Aang like I do, you will love this movie. Or maybe you will enjoy the movie. Because I see some people saying that's a disappointment, some people are not really that big on the film. I can kind of see, because the film doesn't really do anything like too crazy. Like, I definitely say the visuals probably like carry the movie more than the film's actual plot. The plot is good, but definitely the art and the animation is without doubt the highlight of the film. But you know, if you like Avatar, man, whether or not you like horror or not, I think you will enjoy this film. It is a fun ride, and like, even if you don't like Avatar, watch it for the animation alone. It's that fucking good. Anyway, guys, overall, I give the movie 9.5 out of 10, guys. Really, my rating is a 9, but the animation's so good, I'm giving the extra 0.5 points because it's just that fucking good. Anyway, guys, so yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on social if you feel like it. Links are across below, and as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. She's too